Welcome to the Common Man Football Show. My name is James Coburn, and today's episode, we're going to be looking at the Minnesota Vikings versus Pittsburgh Steelers matchup. Basically looking at offensive and defensive split data matchups, looking to see where they did well on offense, where they did well on defense, and just kind of giving a general overview of what this game could look like based on what happened in Week 1. So it's not something to get too excited about, but it is something to kind of look at how both these teams played and just kind of think about some of the matchups and some of the other sort of stuff. So starting with the Minnesota Vikings versus Pittsburgh Steelers, in this matchup, it favors the Vikings pretty heavily in this matchup. When it comes to the Vikings offense, they performed much better when it came to completions overall in terms of all downs. They also did well. Better when it came to run downs. They were kind of average when it came to their ability to create first downs with the run, but that's all you really need to be a fairly decent team based on the statistics. And then, of course, passing downs. That's the biggest one. The passing offense for the Vikings was tremendous against the Saints in Week 1. And yes, it is the Saints, but at the same time, they did perform really well against that team, very significantly well when it came to their ability to create first downs with the pass. And then when you flip it to the defensive side of the football, this is where the Steelers they don't really have the same advantage, but they do some things better. The Steelers are better at preventing completions compared to the Vikings, but the Vikings have a little bit better of a run defense. And the Vikings, when it comes to passing downs, it's kind of even between the Vikings and the Steelers. So both these teams, Vikings and Steelers, are not the best when it comes to preventing first down conversion rate in terms of passing downs. But when it comes to this matchup overall, the Steelers' offense was just bad, especially when it comes to the rush offense. It just was not really doing what it needed to do. The completion percentage overall for Big Ben and the Steelers was not great. The passing down conversion rate was not that great either, and that it stems from the completion percentage issue on top of just the Vikings defense overall. I just think is probably going to dominate that offensive line of the Steelers because I think they're having lots of issues this year. So I have the Vikings winning this one. I think the Vikings still continue to play well. If they don't, then you can just go, well, it was a Week 1 overreaction. But how well the Vikings performed against the Saints when it comes to just their offense and everything else, I just think that offensively speaking, the Vikings will be able to put up more points than the Steelers in this matchup, and ultimately a Vikings win. So again, my name is James Coburn. You can find my work at draftcoburn.wordpress.com. You can also follow me on Twitter at Geometrics, and if you like this content and you want more content like this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Share this video as well with anybody that you know, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace. Thank you.